Hey everybody, it's Robbie, Missouri Worm Supply. This video for the conference is a little bit different than the others. Kind of a montage of walking around, different pictures that we've taken, different machinery. You want to see some nice machinery when it comes to worms? Watch this. We walked through the WEDGE system. It's a little bit different. It's not a speaker. This is just a little bit different, something I think you'll enjoy. Watch the whole thing.
Started some of the small wedges back in 2018. We started with every wedge. We started with around 10,000 worms. So far this year we haven't had to add any worms into that. Usually they reproduce themselves. We just have to give them the time. We start on one side of the wedge, and then feed them to the other side, and we just keep doing that. They keep following the food. We keep harvesting from the back, and it's a back and forth method. What they're doing right now is they're harvesting. Once they finish harvesting that wedge, they put it into the wagons. They crumble by hand, and then take it back to the cleaning area. We're going to show you in a bit. We don't use this method anymore. We now have those two machines. They're both mixers. Well, actually, that one is a mixer. The other one is a compost screener. We just got that this year, or last year. That much better, much quicker. Now we don't have to do all this. That was a lot of labor. But yeah, that's the method for the wedges.
So are you talking about the small ones back there?
Small ones, that was the first one that we started back in 2018. This, we've been every year basically adding one more.
Okay.
Yeah. And this works exactly the same as the small ones. It's just longer. I mean, they're just
much longer.
Yeah. But they usually take about 6 months to get to the place where we can start harvesting some. Once we get them, we go back and forth between a couple months, so we're able to grow them to a certain point so we can actually harvest. But we usually don't never stop harvesting. Almost never stop harvesting. We stop maybe for a couple of months, and then we get them to the size again. We can start harvesting right away.
So it looks like these are hitting that wall.
Yeah.
And so you say they'll turn around and come this way?
Yeah. So once we're harvesting from back. Right now is manually harvesting, and this is the only process that we manually do now. We have to break it by hand. We don't touch the machine because there's one little bad movement and it can't do something. So we break by hand. Right now she's taking only a little bit just to show you guys how to do it, but usually we take about 4 to 6 inches depending on how much worms we see in the back. If we see a lot of worms, then we have to cut back. Like put it cut left. She picks up from there. Everything you see on the bottom, there's minimum worms. Might be this way. Once it gets around here, but it's already as tall as we need it, then we remove that board, bring it on this side, let it dry for a couple of weeks, then we start breaking from the back.
And that's your harvesting side.
That will be my harvesting side.
So now you just feed.
Yep.
And then you move the board, and then you harvest the back, and then you feed. Ah, that's very smart. So the trick is the movable board. That's
Yeah.
the key.
Yeah, as they migrate over here.
They migrate, over to eat. We remove the board, and we start basically
So this
over
is-
again.
this is
This
the fun
one, maybe, you could see the wet.
Yeah.
So once it gets to that size, we don't feed on the top anymore. We just feed on the front, so they will follow all the way to the. You can see worms right on top. They're right there. So we want to wait, or we want to grow it to 3 feet tall, and then start feeding the front so they can follow the food to the front.
So it would take about 3 months before you move the board?
3 to 4, yeah.
So you got 2 words here and there's nothing here. How much compost you put on the
That's
floor?
a feeding phase.
Inches all across.
But if this is totally empty and you're going to start from scratch.
Oh, okay. Once we start, we do about 25 gallons of compost. And we add 10 pounds, about 10,000 worms into that to just start that. And that will take me about 6 months to get it to the right size so we can start harvesting from that. And that, we're going to show you guys tomorrow how to start a new wedge. We're going to do the small one, so that section right there, we just got it ready. And we're going to show you how we do it and what we do, how much we put in everything.
It takes about 6 months to get the starter pack, and then it's back and forth every
Yes.
3 or 4 months. I got you.
So the 10 pounds of worms, are they coming from your breeder system or are they coming from other wedges?
From breeder, yeah.
Okay.
Breeding system.
And this has been here a while. Has any pest shown up, developed?
Ants.
Okay.
Before we would let, ourselves, we would put like fruit. We would just make a hole and dump in there like a banana peel or something, like just to feed the worms.
Right.
But then we started having problems with ants, so now it's just finished compost that we
Right.
can add into that.
Okay.
Every now and then we do have to buy those baits for the ants.
And that's enough.
Usually in the summer, right?
Summertime,
Yeah,
yeah, that's when they're
summertime.
active.
We're trying to make. We haven't had a problem that like they'll be eating all the worms or anything like
They
that, but
don't.
we
They
just don't want them.
Yes,
We don't.
yeah.
We want to avoid
And
going through that.
and I think especially because it's summer, the ants are probably coming for the water, not for
Yeah,
the
for
food.
The moisture, yeah, the
Yeah.
hydration.
For the moisture. Any other questions?
Well, no, I'm a mushroom compost manufacturer. Okay. So, and I used to grow mushrooms, but basically the pre-process is very much identical. And when I go out to the compost yard, it feels like home. When I go out to that part, this is the part I don't like.
But your product is compost for mushroom farmers.
That's available.
So this is the method that was used by hand.
With the bucket?
Yeah, that's what I was checking out. It looks like they're both 118.
So the food management is what we do is, I mean,
Hey guys, if you like what you're seeing, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell.